Hello and welcome to Trending Issues on Vanguard Live. My name is Precious Chukudi, and of course, you know how Trending Issue is. We bring you up to date with Twitter trends, Instagram trends, and trends all over the world. We'll be talking about the highlights of today's trend, and we'll be starting off with hashtag Heartbreak on Twitter, hashtag Emefiele, hashtag Balarabe Musa, and also on stories on Instagram, we'll be looking at media personality. Uti Nwachukwu has something to say, like he's telling us never bargain, price with people, just getting by in life. And also we're going to be looking at businessman if I advise men on what they should do with their lives. But you know what's gonna happen? We're gonna go on a short break, and when we come back, we'll discuss further on this highlight. We'll be right back. Alright, welcome back. If you're just joining, it's still Trending Issues on Vanguard Live. Have you ever experienced heartbreak before?
People ask you how you are and you say fine, but you're not fine, and they'll never know that. But I know how it feels to have a broken heart, and I know how it feels to be alone.
He made me so happy.
Yeah.
Heartbreak trending. Well, a lot of people are recounting their experiences with harrowing heartbreaks. You read some stories and you're like, wow, who did this to this person? They are so wicked. But then let's take you on some of these trends and some of the trending stories on heartbreak in particular, so that you can also hear it for yourself. And I'll be taking it from Dr. Tools on Twitter. It says, I once shared my heartbreak story with my new guy, and he told me he was different from other guys. This guy didn't do the same thing, he did worse. Richard, it won't be well with you. This is so funny. You know how people get into relationship and they're hoping that the new relationship will be better than their former relationship. Well, I'm so sorry for Dr. Tools. And this one is from Samuel Otigba. It says, had a serious heartbreak one time. Thought I was going to die. I was a fellowship leader in church then. When our pastor did altar call, I didn't know when I got up, started walking towards the altar, knelt down and kept crying. It wasn't the Spirit of God moving in me. It was Ada. Ada. Ada, what did you do to Samuel? This is not funny at all. How could you break his heart? Well, the thing with heartbreak is you learn. Yeah, you learn. And this one is from popular musician, that's Praise. And then he says, now heartbreak make me write for Lashade. You know how you see some artists, how they, bring out song, and then you just say, oh, this song is so good to listen to, and you don't know the stories behind those songs. So this one is for you right now. Heartbreak made him write for Lashade. So if you're a lover of Praise and you check his music or you listen to his album, then you know for Lashade was as a result of heartbreak. This one is from Apoko Doctor, and it says, when are we going to talk about guys who change their behavior all of a sudden so that the girl can break up with them? Yeah, there are people who do all those things, and a lot of times when they say things like that, they're wondering, they just tell girls to, when they're about to talk, when they're talking to their friends, they just tell the girl, I'm sorry, I don't feel good enough. They act in a very, very funny way, and all of a sudden, the girl starts to wonder, this is not how my boyfriend Femi will behave. He's always more attentive, he listens and all of those kind of things. But then he now notices that Femi is behaving, somehow just because he wants to break up with his girlfriend. But then, it's one of all those things. And this is from FK. She says, shout out to the Notes app, a heartbreak champion. It has truly suffered. And it's true, most times people are going through heartbreaks, they just go straight to the Notes app on their phone and start typing. I remember then, some people even have diaries where they write about what's going on in their life. Dear diary, or 1990 something date, something happened to me, blah blah blah, and just so that they can express themselves rather on their diary. And this one is from Cinderella Man. It says, heartbreak now bastard. I buy ticket, go Yankee to escape. Spend 12 hours crying from Lagos to New York. Air hostess asks why I did cry. I say person die. Now why I did travel. She pity me, give me extra food and ice cream. Things that heartbreak can do. And this is from our favorite online doctor, and he's giving a remedy. And he's saying there is a medical condition called Takotsubo cardiomyopathy. That's a broken heart syndrome. Severe emotional trauma like a bad breakup can cause heart muscles weakness, heart failure, even death. And he said someone needs to hear this. Please handle heartbreak very well. Exactly. Some people, when they get heartbroken, they cannot even move. They're like, everything looks bleak to them. They can't function. And I saw something on Twitter where somebody said, the worst kind of heartbreak is when you're about to write an examination. Imagine you have to write a promotional exam, or you have to write maybe like your master's exam or your BSc exam, or whatever, maybe a certificate exam, and you just break up with that girl or that guy, and you're like, no. How am I supposed to read? How am I supposed to cope? Because you just see yourself trying to write something, and you just say, Ada, what you did to me is not fair. You just remember Femi, what did I ever do to you? All of all these things is what happens. Okay, away from heartbreak, let's talk about Emefiele. Why is Emefiele trending? We've been following up with the hashtag EndSARS protest and the aftermath of the protest. Definitely why Emefiele is trending. And it turns out that people on Twitter are dragging him by his hair. Apparently, they are angry at the fact that some of these EndSARS protesters had their accounts freeze. So we'll see what people on Twitter are talking about Emefiele. This one is from Aisha Yusufu, and she says, since CBN is now expert on terrorism, can we have Emefiele transferred to Borno to help us tackle Shekau? And this is from Henry Shear. It says, Emefiele is an economic terrorist. That's a strong allegation. This is from hashtag EndSARS Tosin. Says, CBN Godwin Emefiele swore an oath and made allegations of terrorism against hashtag EndSARS protesters. He lied to the court that protesters are terrorists to obtain a freezing order. That's so much of a big allegation, and he should be dragged to court to substantiate the allegation. Calling the hashtag EndSARS protesters terrorists, I don't think that it goes well in any way, because these are Nigerians who were just basically protesting for their rights. They were asking for their rights, and asking that the government hears them. But turning it on to say they're like a terrorist organization, now we've had worse things happen to us here in this country, and not this hashtag EndSARS. Well, this one is from Tope Akiode. He says, CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele swore an oath and made allegation of terrorism against hashtag EndSARS protesters. Emefiele lied that protesters are terrorists to obtain a freezing order. This guy needs an ICC and visa ban treatment. Talking about people on Twitter, they have no mercy, they will drag you and you do not care. This one is from William. William says, Emefiele accusing hashtag EndSARS protesters of terrorism is funny, sha. Baba is the architect of the biggest crime against humanity in Nigeria history post-civil war, border closure. Emefiele directed a policy that played politics with hunger, and now millions can't afford food. Never forget. Alright, still on Emefiele. This one is from Nefertiti, and she says nowadays CBN is into many things: policing, policing, fiscal policies, financial crimes, oil and gas sales, suing protesters, maize importation, fertilizer importation, waking Buhari up from sleep, fixing commodity prices in the market. Does Emefiele even know what his job is? CBN is overreacting. Well, turns out that Twitter Street is not happy with Emefiele. But really, if you look at it closely, why would you freeze people's accounts? What did they do in earnest? What did they ever do to warrant that? They were only protesting for their right, asking that they wanted to end SARS. They didn't want police to be mistreating them. We're speaking about end police brutality. We're speaking about end bad governance, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Well, away from Emefiele, we move straight to Balarabe Musa. And why is he trending? It's a very sad one. Apparently, we lost him, and a couple of very dignified Nigerians are posting about it and talking about it, and also wishing his soul eternal rest. But let's see what they are saying. And this is from Usman Ali. He says the Second Republic Governor of Kaduna State, Malam Balarabe Musa, has died at 79. A truly national loss of a great statesman. Sad indeed. May Allah have mercy upon him and admit him to the highest level of Jannah. And this one is from Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki. He says the passing of Abdul Kadri Balarabe Musa, a renowned statesman who fought for a return to democracy and a former governor of Kaduna State, is a great loss to the nation. I send my heartfelt condolences to his family and the people of Kaduna State. He will be dearly missed. This is from Garba Shehu. Says President Muhammad Buhari joins government and people of Kaduna State in mourning a former civilian governor of the state, Alhaji Balarabe Musa, whose passing will be sorely missed by all Nigerians who have diligently followed his antecedents as a voice for the voiceless, and so on and so forth. It keeps coming in. May his soul rest in perfect peace. Alright, let's move straight to stories on Instagram. And Uti Nwachukwu is trending. Well, what's Uti saying? Let's see for ourselves. And Uti says, my rich well-to-do followers, when you buy things from people barely getting by, like street hawkers and civil and service personnel, try as much as possible not to bargain price. Leave change safe. If they say plantain is 700, drop 1k. Tip service personnel except the rude or lackadaisical ones. What do you think about what Uti saying? The thing is, Nigerians used to be, a lot of Nigerians always, they give money. But with the current level of the economy, some people have turned to what they call accuses, not because it's their fault, but because now I was talking about it the other day, saying that people can barely feed, so if you even see someone who is having 3 square meals, you should know that that person must be really well to do. And if you see the ones who are having like 2 square meals, then you should know that you should just know, because really people find it hard to even feed themselves, or let alone feed another human being. But then it doesn't take away the fact that anytime you have the chance to be a helper, you help. You give when you give when you have to. So it doesn't like someone is actually forcing you to. But then let's see what people on Instagram think about what Uti is saying. And this is from Official Easy. Says, let it be according to your pocket. You can imagine Nigerians. It says, but if you have the means to give more, please do. Exactly. I mean, it's all about being your brothers and sisters keeper. Most people do not have it going easy. And if you have it going easy for you, why don't you just help the next person? It's one of the good things that everybody wants to do. I mean, most people want to do. That humanitarian side of Nigerians. You buy something, you say, oh, just get the change. Even though It's just one of the things that we really want to do here in the country. So if you have it in your mind, in your heart to give out to people, do it by all means, because you might just be helping someone. There's somebody out there who is not eating and is hoping that I don't know when my next meal will come from. Help people out there, and that's what's more important. And this is from KDB. He says, makes sense, pay more if you can. Exactly. There are people that I see sometimes, I see these things on the road where somebody will say, oh, I want to buy maybe granuts, and let's say the granite is about 200, they give the granite seller 1,000 naira, not because of they can't ask for their change, but it's their own way of saying, you know what, I know you've been under the sun trying to help this granite, you take this and enjoy yourself, buy something good for yourself, because you're trying your very best to make it in life. So this is from Miss Blogger says, what if it was my mom that used the money to send me on an errand? Nigerians can be very petty, but we understand what you're going to, it's fine. And people keep talking about it off and on like that. But this one is also from Egan. It says, remember to tell them that they do not deserve to be on the streets, and that new Nigeria dream is possible if they vote or tell their family to vote for new leaders for a new Nigerian dream. Okay. Looks makes sense a bit. And this one is from Queen Des. Says, Nigerian moms are coming for you. Come on now, our Nigerian moms too, they give money too, they help people. Just may not be there when your mom is actually helping out. Sometimes they even help with giving out food stuff when you know that a neighbor is lacking food and whatnot. So, and that's all we can take from Uti's angle. But we move to one Mr. Ifeanyi. He's a businessman. He has something interesting to tell our men. Let's find out what he has to say. And Mr. Ifeanyi is saying that if you are very broke, come out hand for anything wey concern serious relationship until you are financially stable small. I don't know why he said financially stable small. And then he says, love is about giving, not taking. So when you get money, now your time, when you get money, now your time, you will give. And giving your time will make you more broke, because no time to find more money and you end up poor. Na advice. So apparently he's saying that, if you don't have money, try as much as you can to focus on your life and build yourself, because once you build yourself, you can be able to help other people around you. But then let's see what people think of what he posted. And this one is from Jillian. It says, this advice is for both men and women. Exactly, I agree. We just don't only have broke men, we also have broke women. So use your time wisely, ensure that you're doing what you need to do to put food on your own table, because it's really important. Gone are the days when they leave all the responsibility to a man and say, okay, let the man provide and all that. Women are also making it out there, so as a woman too, you need to do something. And this one is from Oluchukwu. It says, Sorosoke please, not only for men, even for women, same thing I said. This one is from Sharon China. It says, serious relationship, they expensive, I bet. People are just funny. But we get you. And this is from Hollywood Strawberry. It says, I don't wash my hand, come out for relationship, pata. Hunger will catch me first. Catch me for my last relationship, nearly make me get ulcer. Oh my god, Nigerians are petty, with their comments. But I think that's the beauty of what we have in this country, that no matter whatever is going on with us, we always find the opportunity to laugh or make other people laugh, and it's just fantastic. But then, let me know what you think about, broke men. I was seeing something on the timeline where people say, broke men are the ones that demand a lot of things from you, because they demand attention, they demand, so many things from you, and broke women too are the ones that demand a lot of things from men too, because everybody's doing their own things. Apparently, life will be moving slowly. But let me know what you think. What do you think about broke men and broke women in the comment section? Alright, that's all I can take on today's trend. Remember that you can equally like, share, and subscribe on all our social media platforms, as well as you can go on our website www.vanguardindia.com to find out more about top stories. Till I come away next time, I remain Precious Chukuli, and thank you for watching.